Everyone, my name's Sam Hart from Five9, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you the Five9 Web2Campaign Apex class found on our GitHub page. This is just a simple class used to use if you need to uh, push over lead data from Salesforce into Five9 VCC list. Using this uses the WebToCampaign API, and look in the comments or the or the README from GitHub to find the link to the documentation. Um, so I'm just going to pop open the developer console here. Make sure debug is working right. I'm going to open execute anonymous window to demonstrate how to use the Five9 Web2Campaign class. So what you need to do is to create a map object with a string key and a string value. And this is going to hold all of the parameters that will be sent over to the API. These are the same parameters as described in the documentation. So go ahead and peruse the documentation to get more information on that. So there's three parameters that are going to be required. The Five9 domain, F9 domain that is, F9 list, and the number one. So at a minimum, you need to know that we need the domain, the list name inside that domain, and then the telephone number. So I'm actually gonna fake a domain that we don't have, just so we can force an error, so we can demonstrate that. And then you can add whatever contact fields you want to map over as well. If you can, you can pull this information anywhere in Salesforce. It could be lead objects, contacts, opportunities, accounts, whatever. And then typically when used with Salesforce, we pass over the Salesforce ID, which is the object ID of whatever object you're syncing over, and then we typically use that as the Five9 key. Your use case might be different, but that's typically how it's used. So once you've got all of your information stored in your string map, your string map, then we can use the Five9 Web2Campaign object. So we create a new instance of that object, and then we call doPost while passing in our lead that we created up there. Very simple. doPost is going to return an object called Five9 Web2Campaign result, which is just a very simple object that has two properties, error code and error description. That way you can know if something went wrong or not. All of the error codes are described in the documentation. We're just interested to know that an error code of 0, it means a success. And then there's going to be a more human readable and descriptive description that you could use to display back to your users or whatever. So this is going to be a bad lead because there's not a Five9 list named that. So if we go ahead and execute this, we can come back over here and look at our list. Nothing came over. I wouldn't expect it to. Let's take a look at the logs. We got debug only. You know, this is an old log. Yeah, it's really old. My logging has been out of sync, but that's actually what it would look like if that's actually a successful result with that error code 0, and it says it was processed already. So apologize for the technical difficulties, but my logging is being very behind. I might have an old. Yep. So this is what an error would look like. So this is error code 702. This is described in the documentation, and then it gives a more specific number. This is when I was testing with a bad number, but the error would be similar. So I apologize for the technical difficulties. My developer console is not cooperating today. So let's just go back and fix this list and execute again. And if my logging wasn't wasn't lagging, well, my logging is lagging, we'd see a new log pop up here. It's just for some reason there's a lag. I wonder if I'm able to force it. Problem with doing a live demonstration here. Yep, so that was the successful one. Let's see if we've got the one with the list. Oh, yep, error code 704, list was not found. So that's the nice thing about the Web2Campaign API is you get nice descriptive messages, and you can use that for feedback for your users. And you get the different error codes, and you can do different things in your logic if needed be in your application. So if we go back to VCC, we open up, you can see our lead made it. Nice and safe. It's got the 4 fields that we synced over. First name, last name, sales first ID, and number 1. So that's it. This is it's just a simple demo of a simple class. Go ahead and fork me on GitHub and have fun. Thanks for watching.